Welcome to Mac Meeka Live! They were alright, yo. They were good. I thought there was 1,000 niggas in. Okay. Nah, welcome. There's a lot of new faces in here. All of our old friends are late. I don't even understand, but we have to start without them because I'm the only one with the cold and I'm not running up and down these steps. It's not even gonna happen. But Rick is gonna help me out today. Shout out to Rick. Brooklyn in the building.
Yeah.
Even though Queens is better. But
well, let's not forget Jersey in the house without
Jersey's
a
in
doubt.
the building. Jersey in the house.
There's Jersey in the house without a doubt.
Mac, how was your week?
My week was good. I was trying to get back, on schedule from coming back from Columbia. So it
Yeah, throw that in lightly. Come back from Columbia.
I feel like I moved out that bitch for a minute.
It was there mad long. I ain't know, but
I was kind of trapped, but shit, getting back on schedule for the most part.
that's what's up.
Yeah, working back out.
Did you
playing tennis.
start playing tennis and stuff?
Yeah, I started playing tennis on Wednesday.
Was you playing with my cousin?
Nah, I'll see him tomorrow.
Oh, my fake BFF?
Where you at?
He over there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I ain't talking to him right now.
Oh, yeah, I'll see him tomorrow.
I ain't talking to him.
He waiting for you to explain why.
I'm gonna tell him why.
Oh, okay.
Larry, I was out the other night. Ran into one of your friends.
One of my friends?
Oh, ran into Alan. Oh, Alan and Lily.
This nigga here.
I ran into Alan and Lily. So, Alan, you know Alan. Alan's been to the podcast before. Alan's a driver now. So, Alan is like on the road for a couple months at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Alan's in town. We just happened to be at like a Taco Tuesday spot. They actually put me on to the spot. I haven't been there in over a year. They were there. Yo, Alan was like, oh, we gotta get up. Let's get up this weekend. I said, I don't know, let me know. He said, let's get up Sunday. Lily says, nah, ain't Larry having a barbecue on Sunday? And I said, my cousin Larry? So wait now, time out. My other cousin, our other cousin Jay is on the left of me. And I said, yo, that's some bullshit. You see how he do us, Jay? He said, actually, I knew about the shit. I said, so I'm the only nigga not invited?
Oh, I know what happened though. We'll talk about it later though.
No, we can talk about it right now.
Oh, alright, so.
Right now.
I was on the way to come tell you about what's going on when I was at your house the other day before Stacey and everybody left.
Oh, before Stacey and left,
Right.
okay.
Conversation went left.
Okay, conversation about his fucking friend.
Oh,
Went
shit.
left, yeah.
My friend who?
That girl. That we're not gonna even give her name.
Oh.
Not giving her no love, no
Conversation
life.
went left.
No life.
Conversation went left. But you already know. And then I was happy because I got your daughter's picture. That's gonna be the first picture for you in the crib. And I already told
Shout out to my daughter, she's graduating.
I already told the wife that you already invite you on the list, nigga. So
I'm always gonna crash that motherfucker. I didn't want to tell you.
You don't know.
But I was gonna crash the shit
How you
anyway.
could ever crash some shit in my crib? You never.
Because I wasn't invited and I just
You're
come.
always
That's a
welcome.
crash.
You're always welcome.
You're
always welcome.
Yo, they was like, yo, you crashing that shit. I said, hell right, I'm crashing. They were, gassing me up. They were the battery in my back.
Yeah, that's what happened. They amped your ass up.
Yeah, they did.
They
did. That's my tequila friends right there, him and Lily.
Yeah, they did that to you, not me. You already know. You was about to get the cold. So
I wasn't on Sunday morning.
I'm gonna tell you ass tonight, nigga.
You didn't. I saw you for an hour already. Bro, you been here since 9.
I was gonna say you was running around.
I was not. I was standing right
And
there.
you was late.
Yes, but I was right there. You was over there talking to that boy more than you was talking to me.
Let's just move on.
Next trending topic.
Right.
Anyway, other than that, other than
You invited though,
okay.
you invited.
Other than being mad and making up with Larry, I was out today and some crazy shit happened. So the cashier had on this dope Biggie shirt, right? 4 different crowns on Biggie, 4 pictures, 4 crowns, different color shirts, whatever. Like a collab, like whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Right? So I was like, yo, that's a dope ass Biggie shirt. She was like, yo, why my manager?
Told her to take it off or something?
No, old white lady came up to him and was like, oh, let me see the monkeys on your shirt.
Oh,
I swear to God. I said, what? And I didn't know what to do because like, I don't need the job. So I was like, you ain't quit? I was like, I didn't know what to say. She was like, bitch, quit? What? And she was like, no, I tried to ignore her. And she was like, but to make matters worse, like I was offended and she got closer and I was like, it's a whole person. Like it's a legend, it's an icon. And she started getting closer and she's not listening to her say that. She said, oh, is that like your brother or your husband? She was like, first you try to call him a monkey, then you try to say I'm with the person. Like, you just all over the place. But what do you do when somebody does that? And she was like, you know, I know she's just like an old lady, like whatever. I was like, nah, that shit was wild.
She should have said it was Prince Phillips.
Word. He looked like that too, yeah. In black and white, that could have been Prince Philip though, for real.
Shit, I don't know. I mean, depending on how bad she did the job too. So it was like
that's true. She said it was her manager, so I was like, damn.
I mean, do a better job correcting me. I don't know. Shit.
She never corrected her. She said it's an icon or whatever. But that shit blew me. I just didn't. I was like, damn, what do you do? You know, that shit was crazy. But other than that, my week was pretty chill. You know.
I don't know. I can't remember everything I did. I didn't really do much this
You drink
week.
too much.
Me only drink on the weekends.
Well,
you drink every day. That's the difference.
You know what?
So who drinks too much?
I've been taking it easy this week.
Okay, she want to change this subject.
I've definitely been taking it easy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, but other than that, my week was real chill.
What you be drinking, Meeka?
What?
What you be drinking?
I've been drinking tequila. I don't drink anything else. Oh, actually, I do. I'm a liar. I'm a whole liar because I can drink whatever's on the table. Because I'm a
Her drinking choice is tequila.
I'm a grown woman, so like whatever's there, I will drink it. I'm not gonna be picky or whatever, but I'm a tequila drinker. I prefer it.
With no ice, no chaser.
No nothing. I like everything straight, no chaser.
Wow. Straight smoke dog.
At least
Oh wait! But time out. I have to say, so last week we had this conversation. You guys weren't here. Actually, this whole half of the room wasn't here. Marvell, you weren't here either. And we were talking about it. And Grace had told me, my friend had told me, Meek, sometimes you gotta put Mike away because, you know, I could be aggressive, right? But this guy right here was like, he loves when I'm Mike. He likes when I talk aggressive. One right there in the red hat.
Look, he thinks oh, back there.
Bruh, not you. I don't even know.
Now I'm looking behind you though, because he's right behind you.
He liked the New York accent. He was like, say that again. And I was like, what? I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about? So I'm like, Ben, what's up? How you doing? Huh? No, but I was like, oh my God, so I don't have to be like.
I maybe depending on the personalities, I guess. I don't know, because I don't know why she told
I'd
me.
be like, dead ass, da da da. And he just.
Because he ain't used to hearing it.
That's what he said.
But I'm also like, Grace told you that that whatever she was talking about, they tell you that. So
yeah, Grace is wild with that shit. Yeah, she made me feel like real crazy. I was like, I know I'm aggressive, but damn, I didn't start no real drama.
You gotta let the person tell you.
Right? It's every situation is different.
It's different. Listen.
I'm not gay, and that was my friend that just told me that just randomly, y'all. Like, it was just a girl that told me that for no reason. But that was a week. So we're gonna take our 2-minute break, come back with trending topics. Thank God my homegirl, I think, is almost here. All right, DJ Blaze, we're friends again.
We good?
Yeah, we good.
You invited, nigga.
I'm not coming.
I believe me too. That ain't the first time you stood me up.
First of all,
Here they go.
I didn't stand you up last week. I told you I was not coming. Don't drown me out. They told you he was coming. They stood you up.
Everybody is business.
This is the commercial break part right here, but we're gonna talk about this. He the one that stood everybody up.
Why she trying to pass the phone on me? I'm like, y'all conversation. Who said I said I was going in there? You know that's my mom? Let's keep on you
Welcome back to Mac Meeka Live.
It's probably saying turn the microphone down. She yelled over me.
I just got that like natural bass in my voice. Like
when you do the
Get
Mac
your
Meeka
bass
Live, all
up.
they can hear is you.
that's
The
not my
bass is
fault.
up. You got the
That ain't
treble.
my fault. I got the Yo, but anyway, let's get into these trending topics.
All right, so I'm ready. Give us some input too, because I don't know everything.
Oh yeah, because a lot of people are new here. So today they're new here. We like an interactive show, so like talk about it, yell out, get into it.
So we're Van.
Van is around.
Yeah. Because the first one we're gonna talk about
is your boy Prince.
Yeah. The friend of the show. Don't act like he wasn't
I'm laughing because he's looking at him like he's rolling his eyes. I love Prince. Friend to the show.
Right, because he was a guest on here.
But wait, Tory Lanez is a friend to the studio downstairs because he is. Like
Tory Lanez is one of my friends too, though.
Yeah, Mac was over there listening to the studio sounds.
But
pick a side, Mac.
For what? Oh. What I gotta pick a side for?
Pick a side.
Mind my business. So allegedly they had an altercation again, I read, and now he said he's willing to drop his lawsuit and get in the ring and do a celebrity fight against Tory Lanez to prove that he could beat him. Did y'all not see this?
Nah, I didn't see that part. All I saw was he punched him again.
Punch him again?
That's all I saw. I didn't see the
fight. Now it come out that he was willing to drop his lawsuit and get into the ring and actually fight him one-on-one. Prince from Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Why are you laughing so hard? Like,
So, they have all these fights coming, like Floyd is fighting. So he wants to be on the undercard for the Floyd Mayweather fight that's out here on June 6th.
Ocho Cinco's fighting, right?
Ocho Cinco is on the undercard as well.
So we talked about Ocho fighting, but like, did he announce who he's fighting yet?
No, I haven't heard who he's fighting yet. No.
I don't like shit like that. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm pretty sure he knows.
Cause like that Nate Robinson shit, I don't like it. Cause I love Nate. I ain't like that. I don't like that.
That's just
how you say that?
You gotta run.
I don't like that.
You ain't like because he got knocked out by somebody white? Is that what you're saying?
What?
Yeah, it was basically.
No, I didn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
That's what happened.
But for him, maybe. But for me, like my kids actually watch Jake and Logan Paul. So for me, it's like you some YouTubers and you fucking beat this thing up, and he talking about he from the streets. So like that's what it was. But he was little though too.
Boxing is different from street fighting, man.
Right.
Like you gotta really know how to use your hands, and you gotta have stamina because those are 3-minute rounds. Like a fight is like 45 seconds, a minute tops. Yeah. And like you not gonna be doing all that.
I don't give a fuck what I do. If you punch me in my stomach, I'm
You might like it. Somebody told us we might like being gut checked.
During
sex.
No, wait, please let's not talk about hitting during sex again. Let's not get into that again.
I've never heard about the punches.
He said he did.
But not in the stomach.
Oh, not in the stomach. The last conversation we had, we gonna leave that in the past, way in the past. But let me ask y'all about that. I'm gonna bring it up I'm gonna bring up really, really quick sidebar. Because they're here right now and I'm gonna ask them. Okay, so not me for anybody.
Disclaimer.
Not me, but do you? No, seriously. No, seriously, I gotta get my straight face up. Do you like being like getting shit smacked out of you during sex?
No.
Not like
where?
She fucking face, man. No, right?
I'm gonna shoot your ass. That's abuse. No.
That shit's scary, right? That's like domestic violence or something.
Right.
So
you mean to tell me somebody like a little choke is
no,
okay?
choking is great. Choking is good. That's what we're talking about. No, not a smack.
But in the face?
But in the face? Hell no.
You heard what I said? I said what I said.
And a backhand smack too? I mean, like it was a
backhand, nigga. Backhand.
It was a backhand.
So wait, I'm telling somebody else. We're in. I think we're in like Mexico.
Was this an eye?
I thought it was like the ass or something in the face.
Oh no.
Act this fucking disgusting.
I thought you were saying on your ass.
No, I did not
the
say that.
Ass.
The person's ass. No.
Oh no, but that's definitely no. Thank you.
The fucking face, man.
The backhand.
My reaction would have been different.
Wait, was it Ike Turner? Ike Turner! No, wait now. She didn't get the backhand part.
No.
Like that?
First was like, then what I saw on TV was.
Oh no.
And the next one
Not a
was
back
crazy.
It was like a back.
But listen, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't watch that show no more.
Well, how did they stop that?
I don't watch that show no more.
How did they stop that?
You had to tell them.
How did they stop that?
No way! There was no stopping.
Oh, they just kept getting slapped.
So they didn't have no safe word. That's supposed to be a safe. It was
Pineapple.
pineapple. You don't know when that shit dry all the way up. You know something's wrong.
She said when it dry up.
Right.
All I know from what I saw on the TV, right? From what I saw in the movie, from what I saw,
That's weird.
from what I saw in the straight to TV movie,
That's why I went straight to the
from what I seen on that shit, the girl left right away. It was like a wrap. It was like a wrap. It was like no spending the night. It was like no go.
Let me ask you another question. Was she white?
No.
And she ain't fight back? You were shocked. When somebody do that, you were shocked. Like, I'm gonna shoot that bitch. Like, no.
In the middle of sex, it probably is a little surprising.
It's like shocking.
Pat, like, huh?
Just fix your lace front and keep
We all know it.
Anyway.
He done twisted the whole way around.
One of my female friends told me like she had sex with this guy and he just hauled off his spit on her. Like, in the middle. And
Spit
she
ain't even as bad as
I'm
that.
gonna say this. Though he spit on her, she was like, and I was so caught off guard and I never had it and I liked it so I
You look like, oh.
Spit back. I
But
don't
then
know.
you might get like good shit. People like to spit in people's mouths and stuff. Like,
Listen,
that's
no,
nasty.
that ain't that good.
You almost have somebody spit in your
That's
mouth.
cute.
Like a hawk.
Well, I'm kind of nasty. Sidebar. That's kind of like sexy to me. Like, okay. If I'm really with somebody, like that's sexy. No, there's nobody.
You making this sound
Nobody
worse
does
than me.
that.
Yeah, you making it sound worse. Yeah.
What porn are you watching? I don't ever want to watch
So when
that.
she doing, I'm thinking like music's coming out of her mouth.
Give me some of that cold man.
Some of that COVID.
No.
back to the hot topic. Let's go back to the hot topic.
Let's go back to the
All
topic.
right, but yeah, no. So that's
So we
what
went all
happened
the way
with
up.
Tory and Prince. But so for me, Prince, I didn't know about the boxing match thing.
Oh no, yeah. So he added it on, I guess, recently, and he wants to have. He said he's willing to drop his lawsuit.
Well, because he wants money on that one.
He ain't gonna win that lawsuit.
That's why.
So he said we both could get a check if Triller or whatever is doing this
Yeah,
thing.
they're doing the boxing.
And
But Tory,
Because I think like Bianca just did something. Like a few people just did like a boxing thing, just like
yeah,
random.
it's become like a little thing.
Yeah.
Now. All the people that be having
What's up,
internet
man?
beef, they might as well let them go in there and make some money and fight each other. Right? That'll say something.
so the thing is, Tory is actually like a star, so it wouldn't be a benefit to him to like fight anybody.
Yeah.
And he already out on bond. Like, what you look like fighting? Second of all, I mean, listen, I know Prince well, I know Tory as well. Like I was actually at Live that first time that happened. Like,
Oh, you was?
it wasn't what Prince said.
Man was there.
I was actually there. Like,
Van was in the building.
and it's on my phone. To be honest, like he literally, he was going all night. You know, because the thing is, Prince is talented. Like, he makes music as well. Like, he's cool people, but I guess he's offended because he has put in his work as a promoter here. Like, a lot of people know
Prince
him.
of South
And
Beach.
he's helped a lot of DJs, etc. So it started off as him being a little upset indirectly at Tory because Tory remixed
He drinking up
T-Pain's
the
song.
strong.
He remixed T-Pain's song, I'm Sprung, and
Yeah.
Prince had already did it. And so
But then he
Prince,
played it in the clubs out
none of
there.
his friends, DJ friends, all the people he helped played it, and then they played Tory Lanez version. So he went online, going in, y'all playing Tory because of Cloud, etc. So Tory felt a little slighted, but it was no biggie because Tory's performing and Live that night. Prince walked from way the fuck where he was at and came all the way to the section. I would never
Way
walk
the
up on
fuck.
nobody that I've been talking about all day on
Facts.
Instagram. I'm just saying.
But I feel like this generation is different from
It's
mine
very-
because it's
because
like
it's
they
for
get on the internet and talk shit,
This one ain't
and then the energy don't be the same in person.
Exactly.
And then a lot of people from my era is still holding that same energy from or back and forth.
Right.
So they ready to check that shit, and you trying to talk about, well, I ain't really mean that.
Like if you talk about
Nah,
somebody
ho.
you talk about and Prince,
Yeah, it's too late.
Prince his defense said he was coming over to squash it, but personally, like,
You're not gonna come up and
I ain't
squash
coming
it.
up to nobody because I think they might knock out like
Okay.
After you don't talk shit, you gonna get punched in the face.
Yeah, now you see me in person, now you wanna come squash it?
Now you gonna be like, we cool.
Cause you did it on the internet so everybody can see it.
Right.
So now you gonna walk to me in person and try to squash it?
No, because I'm
No.
gonna punch you in your
Like,
face.
Get your ass back on the internet and squash it.
Right, no, I'm gonna punch you in your face so everybody can see
And
it.
that's what happened.
and like anybody who knows him knows he's a
Yeah,
passionate,
you know.
he's a very passionate person. Like he really is. He's a passionate person and a very honest person. So he'll speak his mind and be like, I feel like they played Tory shit, and he was just out of pocket, to be honest.
Yeah, he should just sat on that.
When really that had nothing to do with Tory. Tory just making music, and whoever played it, played it.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you mad at Tory. You be mad at them fucking DJs. Call them out.
Correct.
All the time. Well, moving along to another friend of the show, your girl Tiana.
Oh, Tiana.
Shout out to Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
The Shumperts are getting a new show. They're back on TV.
Yeah.
I love to see Black Love.
I
I
do too.
love it. You know, I'm all in it.
And they got their personality for it too. They're gonna be on the E Network.
I don't want to see her farting on TV no more,
Well,
but I love that. I love
well,
it.
I want to
money
see the
reside.
baby. The
Yeah,
baby.
I want to see the baby.
That
Ruth,
baby. Have
that
a
little
whole-
baby is like
She is
Julia
Julia
and
show by
Ruth is
herself.
like a showstopper. Like
Yes.
that little baby is gorgeous.
She's gorgeous, but she is funny.
Well, that's Julie. That's funny.
Julia's
But
funny.
Ruth
Yeah,
is
Julie
like
act
just
like
just a
Julia and her
Tiana.
mama. Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I love to see Black Love. I love to see them back on TV. I think that's gonna be great for the culture. Just period.
Mhm.
I think that's what's
I
up.
agree.
Yeah.
But you know, a guest that was just here about a month ago, Takara, she's partnered up. Oh yeah, shout out to Takara. You know, she's
You want me
partnered.
modeling from Broadline or
I'm
no?
supposed to model her bra line. Yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
no.
You should have been on this. No, you're not plus size, so you can't do that.
I ain't
Well,
plus
she-
size.
That's why I said you can't do this.
Okay, can I talk?
Nigga, go
Y'all having a whole conversation.
Yes,
I'm trying to
we
read
are.
the thing. Thank you.
trying to promote us.
So I'm trying to talk about the show, but y'all talking about bra lines and shit. Takara's partnered with the Shade Room and now has a new show that's gonna be on Facebook Watch called Thick House. So it's basically embracing all the plus size models and giving them opportunity to. It's basically like America's Next Top Model, but just for like the the thick girls.
I think it was super smart though, because forget about just the streaming services, but they did it with the Shade Room too. So it's like they're gonna get the promotion, they're gonna get the backing of it.
Yeah.
It's like marketing right there.
And digital television is the way to go.
It is.
So
Streaming is the
nobody-
way.
Every
to
show
go.
I watch is not on the actual cable.
Cause don't nobody watch cable.
Only thing I watch on cable is sports.
Yeah.
I don't even watch that.
ESPN. No, they like got ESPN
No,
in the morning. Yeah.
but nobody watch cable no more. Everybody Netflixing and chilling.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody on that no more.
Zeus, everything.
And Prime, Hulu,
For
ain't
sure.
nobody on that.
No. So shout out
That's
to Takara. I
awesome.
love seeing that. And I think who's her a judge with her? I know I saw EJ King, but August something.
Yeah, it's another female.
It's
but I
another
don't- I'm not
female that I
familiar
thought
with
was
her.
dope. Yeah. But I mean, shout out to all of them. Like I think that was really great.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Takara, that's what's
Right.
All right, so another thing I read that's going on in trending topics is a Florida woman sneaks into a school, a high school, and she poses as a student just to gain more IG followers.
What?
What the hell is going on with people nowadays?
People are weird.
People are pressed.
Weird as
Okay.
hell.
Because it's validation. People need validation.
Felon.
From kids?
Go to jail.
No, people need validation from
So any
anybody.
follower is a follower, and they know kids are gonna follow like crazy.
Correct.
Kids are like follow for follow, whereas adults it's just like I might follow.
How'd she get in there?
Is
She
she?
snuck in, but she got caught. She got arrested. And she posed as a student.
Did she look young enough to be a student?
Not for the picture I saw.
No. Oh, okay.
She might have worked there.
Maybe she like she was somebody's mama. I don't know. She was going
She
to
said posed as a student.
Parent teacher class.
No, she said she was coming for a parent
She
teacher
worked in the
conference.
cafeteria.
Right? There you go. There you
What was
go.
The
going
lunch
on?
lady, probably. I don't know, but if she was young enough, she might have could have got away with it.
Now, I thought it was crazy. Like, why even do all that? For like Instagram.
For Instagram.
Yeah, but
No.
it's getting too much. It's like going to the extreme for these likes and stuff.
Well, you
People are,
notice why they were
really
saying,
killing themselves.
it's right, that's what I was saying. People was like doing edgy photos just for Instagram and stuff like that. And they was trying to start, they was trying to block the likes for a minute, but that ain't never happened.
Right, because people like dangling from the roofs
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
People like
For
falling
pictures.
off a cliff and dying.
Yeah, that's what was
Yeah,
happening.
like the perfect shot for
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
No,
right.
but it was
social
like,
media.
Huh?
yeah, no, but
Somebody
there was,
said,
no,
"Let me
there was
cook."
like one
That's me.
It was a model who was like on the railroad, like on the tracks, like trying to get like a picture, and she ended up getting killed by the train.
That's crazy.
But like I said, not only that, but social media is now giving people a chance who ain't never.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah, but they take it to the extreme though.
Exactly, but that's the thing. Once you get that little bit of like, ooh, people actually like me.
I always say I can't say what that's on.
Ooh, once it stops, y'all know how to.
It's beyond that too. It's also, I like social media a lot and it has benefited me, but I will say that social media is honestly like the most negative place you will ever go.
But if you got low self-esteem, it kind of is. Like,
Yeah.
they gonna tear your ass down.
I'm not gonna lie, you see stuff you don't necessarily have to see, and people is giving people opportunity to reach you that would have never got it.
Never be able to reach you.
Ever, yeah.
So when you go on a blog, like I was explaining to one of my friends who's in a blog, she's like, oh, look at all this negativity. I was like, you gotta understand that positive people like myself, like, I'll leave a comment on your page.
Right.
But if they post something, I'm not gonna go on the shade and be like, yeah, that's right, that bitch is a such and such.
Exactly.
Like, I just keep it to myself. When there's some good on it, I may comment.
Yeah.
But most people who are positive don't go out their way to show that.
Right.
They'll see you when they see you, speak to you.
Well,
But
too, I
other
would say,
people gonna leave a comment.
the shade room started highlighting like clapbacks, so that was giving people like attention.
Yeah, oh yeah, and they
So
wanted to
when you
be
started doing that, it made them feel like, you know, in their city, like, oh, the shade room highlighted your clapback to.
So they want to go hard.
It could be
They wanna go
anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now it's really promoting people to do that even more because they want to be the clapback.
Yeah,
person
and
to
you know what
clap
really
to.
fucked the game up with negativity? Allowing people to like comments.
Yeah.
Now people say shit to you just to get the most likes on
Like,
it.
Right.
But
Because now they know everybody's seeing it.
But it's not only that, but it's also social media is giving, not social media, but social media is giving people a platform to where now, like news and everybody's putting on, you know, like TMZ and stuff be like, oh,
Yeah.
well, this person said this. Like, you become famous for 5 seconds now. When normally you had to go audition and do this and do that. Now you just got to go online for 5 seconds and make a fool out your ass.
Get viral.
And then all of a
Oh,
sudden
yeah.
you go viral. Now you out here making millions when it wasn't like that before. So now people trying to do anything and everything to get them 5 seconds of fame.
see, it's so crazy because Mac and I, like, we're from a different generation. Like, we brought up
I
totally
think we
different.
all.
Yeah.
I was brought up by a brother that used to beat me up. He called me everything, did whatever, but he don't play about me. Like, you know, at the same time, and I always used to tell Matt, I was like, y'all don't get it. Like, these kids that are killing themselves over social media, I understand it's crazy, but I see it and I understand why. Like, when in the heat of television, you have, it's crazy. Like, I'm not even playing with y'all. Like, the amount of hate and amount of whatever that comes through. But if you're not secure in yourself, I'm like, I'm a bad bitch. You fucked up. You got me fucked up. Like, you don't even know. Like you got me completely. But if you're not
But if you was weak,
secure,
it would really
or if
hit.
you're not like don't know or whatever, like I have 2 amazing little girls and they're super cute or whatever. But like my oldest, who I think is like 10 times as fly as I was in high school, and I was fly as fuck in high school, right? In high school I was that, like they came through, they told you see, Sleep told you I was
Yeah,
that
yeah,
bitch in
yeah.
high school, right? I had somebody that came from high school that just randomly popped up on me. But cream leather jacket,
Around
right?
what time was this? In high school?
What?
Around what time was this?
Same years.
A long time ago, nigga.
worry
Like,
about it.
97. I graduated in 97.
Yeah.
This
But-
said a long time
But what I'm saying though is that, like, you know, niggas talk that talk, but then they be lying. But like, I had somebody that came in and was like, no, she's that bitch. But anyway, no, so my daughter's like super cute. I'm like, why are you so insecure? Like, she's just a different person. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm not bigging her up enough. I don't get it, but I never had nobody telling me anything.
Right.
I mean, maybe my brother was. My brother was
Times are
like, you
different,
that bitch,
though.
nigga. Like, I don't know.
Different.
I don't get it.
It's different me because you gotta remember when we grew up, it wasn't no social media. So whatever happened
Yeah.
in school, what happened in the neighborhood was just between what happened in the
Right.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
But in general,
You had
like,
to have tough skin because when I
but
used
you
to
have to have tough skin. That's true.
we used to crack, and our goal was to make you cry.
Used to be
like,
joking.
And that's the thing too. That's what it was.
I used to come to school. They used to crack on me every day, and I never cried. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to talk like these niggas.
Right.
Like,
But see, that's the way me and my daughters are. Like, we get on each other. Like, there's
Get
nothing that's gonna
somebody
happen
Georgia, we call
that
it
we're not gonna get on each
You
other.
were jonesing. Growing up, you were jonesing against each other.
But you on each other.
But you have to understand too, like I look at my son will be 20 years old. I look at my son though, I look at him growing up. These kids don't have the same tough skin that we had, because
they're so sensitive.
everything right now is you can't beat your kids. You can't do this because the
I
parents
fucked them little niggas up.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, we gonna do that, but I'm just saying. But in our
Because my kids, you gotta be scared of me. Like, we're not gonna be like, we're not friends. It's not gonna happen.
But I'm just saying, but
niggas wouldn't fuck with you.
but how
My kids don't play that. They what?
But I'm just saying, but how many parents that you know don't went to jail?
My one kid won't say Hell's Kitchen.
What?
Discipline their kids. Like there was a lot of parents that got in trouble for disciplining their kids or whooping their kids or whatever.
My mom
so
be like
now,
people.
so then now, but they made rules. But they made rules now that the parents can't do this. So now kids started threatening parents like, So
I said, I wish you would.
Correct.
Mama
Me
be
too.
like,
I said,
no,
you
no.
think the streets gonna raise?
That's what I told my daughter.
You think the streets gonna
Let
teach
them
you?
come. Please let them come. You're not gonna be living the way you living now at all.
Facts.
This life, poof, out of here, long gone.
Right. But I just truly believe that just society, as time went on, have made these kids so soft because you took everything out of the schools. You can't do this. The parents can't do that. So now the parents can't even fucking come to the school. You barely can. You have to word.
I will say that though, it was that weirded me the fuck out. Like they treat them like adults out here. I didn't know it was like a generational thing. I thought it was just a Florida thing.
No,
when
it's
I got
generational.
Here. And when I got here, because London got into middle school when I got here, and then I was already in high school. But
What you mean they treat like adults?
it's like they don't even contact me.
No.
Oh, for real?
They speak no.
They used to call your parents so motherfucking.
Yes.
Used to be running home to catch that phone call.
She ain't good.
I used to be like, hello. I used to act like
Turn the
my
ringer
mother.
off and shit.
I used to act like
You don't want to turn that motherfucking ring off.
Thank God for this raspy ass voice. I can play that.
All they do now is send you the automated shit on your phone.
Nah, I ain't never had that.
No, now me and her, they got like 3 automated calls from the schools. Like they don't even call you personally no more. They just send you an automated message to your phone.
And they got it softer because they put in like words like bullying, and it's a trigger word. Whereas like a few years ago, I was a teacher, and I would never forget like kids would come to me and be like, such and such, like a little kid like first grade. They stuck their tongue out me. They bully me. Like it's like anything, they use certain words because they used to hearing them, and then you taught. They have seminars and all kind of assemblies where they're like, oh, if somebody bothers you, come tell somebody. So now you got a whole load of kids that can't even take a joke, say a joke back.
Well, time out. I will say, okay, so I got kids, right? So Van is right. So Van know my kids, like. And me and my kids, we get on each other. And I always be like, my youngest has a tougher skin, but my oldest is super sensitive. Super fucking sensitive. Maybe the Gemini in her. Anyway. That's the inside, because he's a Gemini.
She was it is.
No, but she has a Gemini too. She has a Gemini too. So
I got a Libra. That nigga would argue about everything.
That's the Libra right there. He want everything, right? All the time. No, but so I bring this up because this shit, like, having girls is tough. That's why having boys in all the streets or whatever. No. Having girls is tough. Because girls don't like you for this, girls and whatever. My kids are cute as fuck. I keep telling them, girls are not going to like you for any fucking reason. Because your shoes are brown today. Because, you know what I'm saying? Your hair is straight. It's not, like, it doesn't matter. You got to be confident in you. You know what I'm saying? So, we had a whole, like you said, bullying or whatever. And we had a whole situation this whole week because now they added a prom. It wasn't gonna be prom.
Oh, so they added it. That's good.
They added it.
So now the first year she have a prom.
She having a prom. Right. She was all excited. She's like, "Oh, we're gonna do a party bus to da da da. We're gonna go to this girl house. This fucking girl. I gave her, a couple $100 for our share of the thing, right? I paid right away, because I forget all the time. So I'm like, I'm gonna give this girl, hey, $350. Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. The next 2 days later, she's like crying in the car. I'm taking her from finals or whatever. She's like, oh, they're having this, but they're not inviting me and the other girl. I was like, fuck them little bitches. But see, I'm so different. I be like, fuck them little hoes. Like, I talk crazy to my kids. I be like, fuck them little hoes. I said, you're not going to call my kid when you need the money, but then you want whatever. So they talking about, oh, they don't want her. I can't make this shit up. my hand of God, they don't want her in the car because they said the little boys like the light-skinned girls. My kids are lighter than me. My kids are light. So little boys only like the light-skinned girls. So they don't want to buy a fucking kid in the car because they fear that the little boys are going to
like her.
The little boys like her again.
So you use your money
I said, yo, fuck that money. I done lost more money before in my life. I said, we gonna stand that bitch up. Who I call? John Aaron. We got the Phantom. We got that Rolls Royce Phantom. Come pick my fucking kid up. My kids go. My kid and the other little friend that didn't get invited, they rolling deep. They come. Yeah. So, and my fucking Rolls Royce. And then she was like, do we call and get our money back? I said, fuck that money. I said, I lost more than that in my life. I'm not worried about that. And then she said, well, do we like call them and tell them we're not coming? Hell no. Didn't I just tell you fuck that money? So fuck them. Let them wait for you. Let them be late for you. Let them come in whack ass dresses after you.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I said, cause she about to come in there and light that whole shit up. She look cute with her dresses.
She's so
lit,
cute.
Yo, it's about to be a fucking problem. It's gonna be a whole problem. But I was like, that is next Thursday, the 27th.
Yes, the
Okay.
picture.
So I got John's driver. Yes, it's about to be on. So anyway, so her classmates, like Manny Ramirez, like his son is her classmate today. He's gonna be at the prom. Like there's like big time people at her school. Fuck these little niggas, man. Like I was so mad. I said y'all got me fucked up. So like her friends love me because they was like, that's my mom. Like I said, listen. These little kids got me all the way fucked up. I would get on the phone with them. When her sweet 16, I got on the phone with these little kids. I said, listen, who talking what? Hey, you had her back or not? Like, are you coming or what? What's the problem? Because you know you can't go to school with these kids with their problems. But I want to know she's very quiet. She's real sensitive. She's not that She's not that person. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure there's like a woman that was there that would check her. I'll make sure. No, she doesn't have me there.
No,
so
you got her mama.
But I say all to say, like, you know, that bullying shit is dead ass real. Like, she was crying in the car, and at first, I'm so different from her. I don't get it, because I'm like, man, fuck that, fuck about this shit. But then she's crying, I'm like, oh my God, I get it. I don't want you to feel bad about anything, about people not inviting you somewhere. But I said, make your own plans, invite other people, fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, do your own thing. They don't want you there because they just said that the little boy's gonna give you more attention. So
shit, little boy might come around come to your party.
that's what I said. Do your own thing and invite them.
I get it. I was that same like your daughter. I was her
I
growing
was
up. I was never shaped like the other girls. I was always stacked from a little girl. Time coming home to my mom, I'm like, nobody likes me. I was a black girl, but not the black girl that had the long hair down her butt and all that stuff. And I used to come home and my mom used to be like, they don't like you because they can't be who you are. Yeah. She said you're quiet, but when you walk in a room, you command attention. They don't like that shit. Some people got it and some people don't.
So that's the funny thing that you just said. So this funny thing about it, and we're gonna move on after this because I don't like talking about kids so much on the podcast. But the funny thing that you just brought up is that I teach my kids like real life shit. I be like life lesson number 23, whatever, and I keep it 100% with my kids. Like they'll never say that they got it from the streets. They got it from their mama, right? But not like 100. Maybe you know that.
My mama was real too. My mama ain't sugarcoat shit. My mama ain't sugarcoat.
But they weren't raised in the streets, so they don't know.
Right.
But I tell them all the time. So I tell them all the time, especially as girls, and I say this. Listen, when we see things, I always be like, yo, you'll never have to do that. You'll never have to be that. You're a cute girl. You're going to get attention as soon as you walk in the room. You don't never have to do that. You don't never have to come in there doing extra shit.
Nope.
Yo, you're always going to command attention just because of the way you look. So don't ever think that you have to be something or do something.
Twerk for the gram.
Oh, twerk for the gram. Like, ain't never gonna happen. Because you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just some of the things that I always like talking about.
It's gonna take time because it took a long time for me to understand that. I didn't get it. I just was like,
I mean, you were young and she's young.
I was about
and
to
they
say
just around their friends.
Right.
They're around their friends, honestly, probably more than they are around me because they're in school for longer hours. So,
Yeah.
so it has more influence. So That's the thing. So that's what you see it around a lot more.
But it's true.
And
But
that's
it's a
your age
community.
group.
But my mama had to stay in my ear though. She had to constantly just stay in
That's
my
what I try to do now. So
and just
that's
keep
what it
doing
is.
it. She'll get it eventually, but I understand where you come from because I was that girl.
Oh my God. Well, I'm glad to know somebody in that position. We'll talk about it when I come to your party. When we come to your son's party,
Yes,
your son's graduating too. Shout out to them.
Okay, so they're the same year.
Yeah, the same year.
Okay.
But let's talk about Nelly getting in trouble with T.I. and Tiny.
Nelly.
Yes.
Wait,
Oh, I didn't see that.
They done named Nelly and this shit now. Yes.
Oh, he in that shit?
wait,
Yes.
what the sex?
Yes.
And I
The
put
sex
Nelly in it.
scandal.
Oh.
Accuser number 4 is
Accuser number 4.
Accuser number 4 said, but I'm gonna say this: I hate when people discredit victims because, as a person who knows a lot of public figures, like you'll be surprised, like the things people do. The more money, the more exposure, and the more power you have makes it. A lot of people in this world are sick.
Yeah.
Very sick.
But a lot of people don't have the means, the fame, the resources to hide their sickness. And those people, like a normal person like me, can't do the same things. Like, for example, Mac, you're not a sick person, but Mac can get away more. If Mac go out here and bump into some shit, the police officer gonna pull him over like, hey, you're Brian McKinney. And they gonna go.
True.
Me, they gonna be like, oh shit, you going to jail, fuck nigga. Right. And so,
Fuck nigga.
listen, it's real. But no, so I just say that, like, I hate when people knock it down, but I will say the lady said that she was the assistant since 2004.
Who assistant?
She was T.I. and Tiny assistant since
Okay.
2004. And in 2014, no, she said she hadn't gotten paid in 2004. But she said in 2014, he stood over her and forced her to take 8 ecstasy pills.
Okay.
So first of all, 8 ecstasy pills is screaming over.
8 ecstasy.
I didn't hear that part.
And I was confused because
She died.
after
He trying to give her an overdose.
That was murder.
yeah, that's like overdose. And 2, if I ain't got paid since 2004, I'm not making it 2004 and a
Why I'm
half.
still there if I ain't got
I ain't
paid?
making it to 2005.
Why I'm still there if I ain't got paid since 2004?
So a
Why
lot,
am I there
Why
in
am I still
2014?
there? That's my point.
Why am I there 10 years later?
so a lot of the accusations sound very real, but that was just so far left that it threw me. But basically, Meeka, since she wasn't there, you didn't see it, but basically the girl said he gave her 8 ecstasy pills and forced her to have sex with Nelly.
Force her to have sex with Nelly.
Y'all not gonna bring my baby daddy Nelly in this
Right, you ain't gonna
motherfucking
force
business.
nobody to have sex with Nelly.
Nelly.
Okay,
Ever.
I thought you brought Nelly in
The
it.
clothes coming off.
No, I'm just saying they can't keep bringing Nelly in because they bringing people
It's
into their lawsuit,
ridiculous to me.
and I don't like that.
It just
I don't like that.
Oh, I like it.
It sounds far-fetched, that particular story, but I will say that a lot of shit ain't as far-fetched as you think.
Yeah.
Well, some things could be true, but some people I feel like are add-ons and they're just trying to add on and see if they can get a little
But
bit
8
into it.
ecstasy pills.
I ain't gonna handle that.
8 ecstasy pills is a stretch.
I know, right? I think I might have been 2000 and what? No, I already left. I left by then. I don't know about Mac.
I took my little visits up. I ran into Tiny in motherfucking Mad City a few times, but she ain't ever give me no pill.
I know your ass your mom was racing. Like when you started to see them get in trouble. Like, was I ever with them?
Shit, I was ever with them outside of like a venue. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, man.
All right. So another thing I read was that A-Rod is in shock that J-Lo has been frolicking around with Ben Affleck.
If you can't change the man, change the man. J-Lo.
They said, I've been seeing that float around too.
Yeah.
But
I saw that
shit.
floating around. I said, shout out to the queen, another Leo.
Listen.
Queen shit.
She is sad.
What y'all be feeling like y'all feel like that she already was kind of low key talking to him, like when she felt like the shit was on the edge already.
Okay.
Like how y'all be moving on so quick?
No,
Well, talking about she hadn't been communicating with
The
somebody.
only one she might have really left alone was Paul.
Came out of nowhere.
The rest of them, she been.
First of all, Ben Affleck been sending her love letters and
She
all
might
kinds
have
of
never stopped.
stuff since
Yeah, can you make me
February.
one?
Since February, he's been sending like love letters, and she's been reading them and everything like that.
She probably never stopped.
Ice and
Ice and
tequila.
Patron, nope.
Tequila, it don't matter.
Ice and tequila, no chaser.
No chasing.
She never stopped.
She never stopped loving him.
No, she never stopped communicating with him. That's period. Yeah.
For her and A-Rod just had kind of split like last month, and then you already.
But I think.
I mean, honestly, though, it takes one little comment for you guys to kind of connect if he's already in that same space.
But you gotta understand where the split up come from, because he was allegedly
cheating.
Yeah, so she might have been like, oh, you know, today's female, oh, you
doing
okay?
You want what I want?
Watch me.
You want the same? You got the same energy.
You know what I mean? So prior to the breakup, they might have been.
You know what?
The thing about
But
women.
he was also suffering from a lot of stuff.
The thing about women that I must say.
Women ain't shit. That's what. Cause you know why? You know why? Cause y'all be talking about niggas. Y'all be talking about niggas all the time. But now, I'm gonna tell you what. Cause this conversation just reminded me of some shit that ain't on our card.
But
that we ain't wrote on our card. We got some shit that ain't on our card, but I keep seeing all week on the blog. That shit with that girl Portia. Yeah. We ain't talking. That shit ain't even on our card.
That's the hottest topic of life.
Yeah, but that shit ain't on our card. I don't know why.
That's the hottest topic of life. But I would say women be lining it up before. Like men be like dumb cheating, like the girl across the street. Women be like, okay, I'm gonna fuck with the nigga who a boss who he jealous of, like, and just start lining it up, and then boom. So you be so hurt when the girls get you, cause you be like, I just read this as a random pussy. They be like, nah, I'm gonna fuck your supervisor. Like, it be like,
yeah, make you feel like a whole bag of shit, nigga.
So explain that situation to me.
Okay, first of all,
go ahead, Tia.
now I can't for sure. I feel it's wrong.
Period.
But
that's girl code.
But the thing, it's not girl code because I don't even
Fuck
know.
girl code. I don't think that was her friend.
But the thing is, I don't even know if this girl was her true
I've been in that
friend or she was
situation.
just on the show.
Right,
because
from a reality show standpoint,
correct.
They explain that in reality shows sometimes they pair you with somebody to bring you on, and you don't really know the person.
You don't know the person.
Right.
That's true.
They might also be so and so's friend.
Right. It's like you really don't know the person. I don't know their from hip hop shit. So,
But me as a female,
right.
if I'm introduced to you and we're in the same circle, and you're married to this man,
and you
I'm
introduce
not
me to him.
I'm not like focusing on him, and you understand what I'm saying? It's like
I get what you're saying.
backstabbing type
there's
of
too many
thing.
people on this earth.
Exactly.
not worth 40 million.
There you go, man. Say it again.
It's not too many people worth 40 million.
Get your own bag.
Shit.
That's the problem.
Shit.
Get your
Yeah.
bag.
Portia, I'm sure is a millionaire, but that nigga worth 40 M. Shit.
Yeah,
She had to go where the money resides.
I'm sure she 100,000 there, but I
Oh, no,
don't
Portia's a millionaire
but
for
that's
sure.
like the other one.
But
This ain't gonna
solid
last
too.
either.
That hair alone,
Listen,
the salary from Real
Yeah, but they
Housewives
only
is
knew each other
amazing.
for a month.
That's salary.
They've only known each other for a month.
Well,
and now
you
they're
think
engaged.
that's what
That's what
Who said
that's
she
what
get
it
15?
says. Don't you know?
No, she said
The
it.
highest paid person on that show get 25. I know Candy is getting the highest.
Look,
Not her.
Oh, Nene got 1 point something
That's
last
before.
year.
That's before.
she know that no more.
Yeah, Portia gets 600K.
No, she don't.
They
she don't.
Marbo said
No, she fucking don't.
Maybe it was
Portia,
Richard
You
nigga.
Sloan.
gotta let people tell you what they want to tell you.
Look.
They don't. That shit is.
Bravo,
Portia
it was
saying she's
published.
engaged and stuff,
Bravo.
but everybody's saying Portia is pregnant from this dude.
I can see that.
they say that because of the dance and they see her like grab her stomach.
Well,
I
not
see
only
that.
that, but like everybody knows,
Congratulations to her.
everybody
After
know
a
how
month.
Portia dress. Everybody know how Portia dress.
Right. It was.
Lately, Portia ain't been dressing.
But
how
Do you
Portia
think it's maybe
dress.
because he doesn't like the skin tights?
No.
So you think so?
Well, she said they only been dating no more.
It's gotta be sweet. It's gotta be pregnant.
We're not even officially
Look, she
divorced.
can't show yet.
Exactly.
That's the
She can't
first.
start showing it. That's why
They
they
got-
put
She
it
probably
in
is
real
pregnant.
quick.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll know soon. That timeline gonna be
Yeah, that
fucked up.
timeline is
She's like, wait
yeah.
a second.
I love the meme that says
She about to
if
pull a Phaedra.
You had your
I
baby in
was fuck with a
2000.
person,
right.
was a couple. I love that meme.
If you don't give it then we don't
You
give a
don't
fuck
give
with
a
the
fuck,
person.
Portia
That
about to
shit-
pull a Phaedra. That's what she about
Okay,
to pull.
line.
We
It's
gonna
like,
have
wait
to
a second. How your baby born in
Oh, yeah,
2021?
Because
And
she
you
was
made a
lying
nigga
about
fun
her
of her.
pregnancy.
She didn't believe in like that female, but she was trying to be.
She was saying she was being
okay.
a Southern belle. We don't have
You
sex
right,
before
right.
we're married. But then everybody started
Like me,
calculating.
Virgin Mary Meeka.
They started.
But honestly, I do feel like I don't know if she been dating nigga long, but she definitely knew him prior to because Dennis was his friend and Dennis and him in business together. So you've been around this man before
And that's so
the girl,
weird
but
to me.
with y'all two have been on shows and me that have worked with people on shows,
Yeah.
I know that these shows be very put together.
It's calculated,
Yeah,
yeah.
so a lot of times I will give her that
I think it's a friend.
the friends on the show you really don't be knowing.
No, I 100% believe that's not.
I
That
believe
wasn't
that
a
girl
friend.
is not her friend.
It wasn't a friend.
I believe that. But you don't invited me to your damn
Right.
That's still not your friend.
No, but
that's on the show. Though. That's on the
shit invited
show.
them to your house.
It is, but
But-
once you tell me you invite me to your house and I'm kiki,
They didn't invite production.
What?
I
I
can't.
can't
That's
fuck your
the
husband
show.
up?
That was the show.
The show
Oh,
invited
I
them.
don't know if I'm gonna say
You gotta understand. You gotta also step back from it and understand that these shows,
I don't know.
these shows are
I don't
business.
know.
People not in charge of what get filmed. So a lot of times, like just because somebody been in somebody's house doesn't mean I personally invited you to my house.
Yeah,
The production invited you to my
It's
house.
part of the
Production
storyline.
invited. It's a
storyline.
Say it again.
It's part of the storyline. So
There we
But
go.
not only that, but a lot of that stuff be filmed way long ago before
It
we
was.
see it on
And pieced
TV.
together
Yeah.
and
You
edited
understand
and
what I'm
seen
saying?
more
So
recent.
who knows how long ago that was even taped
Yeah.
before she even started dating
And
this.
I didn't know
dating.
until I worked with somebody that was on TV that I realized like a lot of times they do it in the wrong order too. Like they'll film one scene before
Yeah.
and then edit it and it be
Flip.
after
That's so
somebody said
intentional.
something. They be like, what the
It's
fuck?
so off.
That's why you can't believe the shit you see on
The outfits be wrong.
yeah,
the
the order
hairstyle-
that you filmed it in is not gonna be the order that y'all see it in.
Correct. That's true. So you can't believe everything you see
At
on
all.
TV.
It's
They'll film that bitch 1 week ago and then it'll be episode 1 and then what happened after that it'll be episode 12.
Right? Well, speaking of TV, I'm so happy that the game is getting a reboot.
with the original cast.
That's my generation. Like I pointed out 1,000 times tonight.
Yes.
I ain't even here, man.
Right? The
The
game.
game with Tasha Mack and all that.
Hosea Sanchez or whatever. Yeah.
Her name is Wendy. Tasha Mack.
Tasha Mack.
I
Right.
love Tasha Mack though.
Love him, yeah. No, so I'm excited about
I
that.
wonder is Drew going back?
I don't
Speaking of
know.
Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's on there.
Yeah, but I mean, she was on it later though.
Yeah, she's on
She
there.
was on it later.
Will they bring her
But
back?
I would think that I would hope the reboot is gonna be like the original.
They said the original cast was probably the main.
Okay.
Like yeah, like the
What about
Maverick
Jason
girl,
Pitts? I love him. He's funny.
the white girl, and then Jason Pitts.
Did y'all see? I know this
Kelly
totally
and
off
Jason
topic.
Pitts.
Did y'all see they was? I think the Sharon posted like who was cheaper, Jason Pitts or the guy from Everybody Hates Chris. Jason Pitts or Julius?
You think
Jason
so?
Pitts. Hell yeah.
Because Jason Pitts was rich
This bitch
and
had money. Like how you so cheap?
what's the name
Yeah,
of
that's how they
the
keep.
guy?
That's how they
Yes.
keep their money. They be cheap.
I'm being cheap.
Yes, Jason Pitts was cheap.
Oh
yeah.
God,
That was his whole thing.
that
yeah,
was his
on the
whole
show.
storyline.
Now he was cheap on the show. No, I definitely like the game is one of my shows. I definitely love it. I didn't like when they try to make it into something that it wasn't. Like they tried to make it into a comedy. Whatever, it was a drama in the beginning. Like it was dope. It definitely was dope. I loved it. But yeah. Anyway, I'll be excited for that.
How y'all feel about Biden? He demands Americans on unemployment to accept jobs or lose their benefits.
Period.
What's
What
your
you
thoughts?
said, man?
Period.
I'm sick of that shit.
Because honestly, my
My tax
cousin,
money,
she was making $10 an hour. She quit her job. Well, she forced them to fire her. She just stopped showing up, so they fired her, so she can make $900 a week, which is $3,600 a month, which is way more than she was making before or after taxes.
Exactly.
Like that ain't fair. You just get to sit home and make what other people work
Exactly.
for.
Yeah.
Take your ass to work.
I'm still
I mean, I can let
Take your
them
ass.
double check,
I'm sick of you,
I'm
man.
with it. If your ass ain't gonna get a job,
but just a
at
few.
certain
You can't do that for a
times,
whole 2 years straight. Now.
I mean,
Yeah.
They only
I've
give
been
you a
seeing-
year on unemployment. They only give you 1 year. Okay.
Correct. I've been
One
driving
year,
around
that's
seeing
it.
hiring every goddamn well. So, but people don't want to work because I mean, you making more money sitting at home.
At home, like, cause where you, I mean, honestly, like after taxes, a lot of people. I think the median income in America is like 35 to 40,000. So, with that, if that's your salary, you don't even make 3,600 take home. So, how is it my cousin, like fresh out of high school, get 3,600 from my house? Bitch, I went to school 8 years. I make more than that, but I mean, still. If I could not go to school and be 19 at the house
And
like
make it
her,
a kind-
I would definitely rather make 36 for the
Hell
house
yeah.
Right.
with no bills.
Facts.
You got people with no
Shit.
bills, no rent, Get 36 straight to
Let
their
my
pocket.
son be making 36. He gonna be paying rent in my house, goddamn it.
The
He gonna pay the mortgage.
the whole
He
rent.
paying the whole mortgage.
The whole rent.
He paying the whole mortgage.
That man ain't even graduate yet. He about to pay the whole
Right.
mortgage.
The whole
Well, Tia, are you moving back to Ohio? Because I heard they put everybody in $1 million lottery.
Yeah, so the government announced that everybody who takes the vaccine is entered into the $1 million lottery.
I wouldn't do
Oh, I mean,
That's
You ain't gonna
I'm
win.
going back to Ohio.
she said, okay, you took the vaccine.
Right.
I already got the vaccine.
We already got the vaccine.
Right. So what
We
we
already
already vaccinated.
Trying to bribe people to take the vaccine.
She said, "What's going back for?"
We already
got the
vaccinated.
vaccine. I already got my vaccine.
But did
I got
y'all see
$2.
the June that
We
they
got
said, they stuck a magnet on people?
$2.
The vaccine.
$2, I had to myself.
They took the vaccine and the magnet stuck.
For the
shoulder.
Who did that?
A lot of that shit be
You got that shit. You can't believe
Bullshit.
everything you see on
It's videos.
People took the
said
vaccine and
video.
the magnet stuck to their shoulder.
Let me tell you
People who
something.
took the vaccine, they would
Go give me a
on
magnet.
one side of their
I'm fully
shoulder.
vaccinated. Go give me a magnet. I'm fully vaccinated.
I know people who like arms swelled up and they had to go to like.
Well, I get my
shit.
second. Okay, pray for me, y'all.
I did have pain in my.
I get my second vaccine on Monday.
Oh, you can be
Okay,
fine.
shit.
Woo!
After this party weekend, though.
Join the crew.
Right.
The second one is the one
That's
that.
what they talk about.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta wear no mask.
But not everybody though. But
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna be out. I don't give a fuck
Right.
how sick I
It's
am.
only gonna last for like a day and a half, 2 days.
I don't give a fuck how sick I am. I'll be outside.
Basic. That's why we still gotta wear no mask no more. We ain't gotta wear no mask no
Huh?
more.
Remember Tate when he said, whoa.
Biden says.
Oh yeah, Biden said if you vaccinated, you have to wear a mask.
Thank you.
Right, like you walking around with a hall pass. I took mine like.
I am gonna eliminate mine.
I be like, bitch.
And you gonna walk everywhere with it?
No, I want to travel with it. Like,
You can travel.
yeah.
You gonna be like this.
But if you just out and about.
Vaccinated. We took it because we was going to Spain.
I'm like around my
You not gonna stop all these damn people about their damn. They don't look like they took their vaccine. Let me
You
ask
ain't
you.
never lied.
How they go? How they work? Then motherfuckers like you discriminate. You feel like I ain't taking a vaccine because of how I look.
But
Like
at the same
that's too
time,
much.
now you don't even know because they saying it is against the law. It's against HIPAA if you start asking people to see their vaccination card.
Oh, so it is.
Spirit,
You can't do that.
So how they gonna determine
You don't
who
know.
who can wear a mask and who can?
Because you can't do it.
When is this gonna start?
That's it. They gotta take
They
your
gonna
word.
put that
They gotta
mask
take
on
your
your
word
shoulder.
for it.
It's been put out there a lot. Even the president said like you don't have to wear a mask now at this point.
No. If you're vaccinated.
If you're vaccinated, he's saying yeah.
But this is the thing. Whatever.
Grocery store, you gotta show documents. Hey,
It's like 3 weeks, 4 months
I
ago.
don't know how
They
this
had a
goes.
special
Yeah,
sale.
yeah,
They were selling Jones vaccination cards saying that you
Fake.
Oh no, yeah, we talked about that last week. Cause a bar owner got locked up for selling fake vaccinated cards.
You pull up and they find out it's fake, you got a risk going to
Right,
jail.
but it's up to that business's discretion and it's gonna allow you in without
the
a mask
mask
or
or
not.
yeah.
So it's up to that business's discretion.
Yeah, business.
True.
Yeah, so it's up to
I
them.
kind of like the mask era.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's like the what era?
It's like the mascara.
What she said was like what?
It's a catfish. It's a catfish. Like
Oh.
That is true. That is true. I met some. There's been some catfishes, but I feel like I like what you. I like where you going. I feel you on that. I definitely feel on that. It is a catfish. No, it does lend itself to a catfish era because the mask come down and be a whole lot of.
If you got some beautiful ass eyes, baby, you winning this shit.
Right, because the whole other side could be just messed
Yeah.
up. You be like, hi.
Sorry, I also read the two LA firefighters.
That's a chance you take, though.
The two LA firefighters who took the pictures of Kobe's helicopter.
Oh my
They
God.
what?
I'm gonna wait for y'all. I'm gonna wait for y'all.
What for TNT?
Right. I said also read that the two LA firefighters who took the photos of Kobe's helicopter crash, they were fired.
Yeah, good for
And
them.
they should have been fired.
Been fired.
They just now getting
That was such a
fired.
fight. It was a fight to get them fired.
Yeah.
That's been a fight. It's been a long fight.
People, I don't know. I hate that because now I feel like
it wasn't Kobe,
people, exactly.
But it's like what you said. It's the social media
It's a social
era.
media thing.
They want to take it.
And they passed it around, so that's how everybody caught wind of it.
And not only that, but a lot of people are selling it because the news ain't news no more. We the news.
You are your
We
news.
are, but we see shit. Like my parents are still like watching the TV. Like we see the shit on Instagram and on
Live that it just happened.
right away. They get that shit the next day.
Right. Let it be a shooting somewhere. I'd be like, oh bitch, I just seen the shooting already.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're so
a lot.
desensitized at this point.
Right after they
We're so desensitized.
Well, they ain't suing them. I would say they lawyers, but shit. I don't know. Hopefully they got enough to give them some time to get them jobs. Shit.
They'll be at Burger
They
King.
need it.
One thing about the police department, they snatch that pension fast.
So what is our last question of the night?
What is the question?
The one we talked about, I said.
Oh yeah. Okay. My bad, y'all. I had gave up on that question because I thought it was kind of weak. That was my question.
Oh.
No. So I had a question, and I didn't really like it, but I wanted to hear your response on it. So there was somebody that found out that their wife had cheated on them.
Oh, I want to talk about that one, but you can go ahead with that one. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead and say that one, and I'll say the other one after.
Okay.
So they found out that their wife cheated on them like hella years prior.
Okay.
And left their ass. And they were super old. So it's like
Super old.
super old.
How old is super old?
I don't know. But anyway, the point is that they were old. The point is, do you really like care? If you found out that your significant other was cheating years prior,
Like 30-some years.
not even 30,
20
fucking
years ago.
5 years ago, something that you weren't even like, you didn't know about at the time.
5
You're
years
happy
might
now.
still be kind of fresh.
10 years, you're
Yeah.
happy right now.
This was just a question.
It's
that I
still a
had on my
deception
clubhouse.
about it.
Okay, well there you go, Terry. Let's talk about it.
No, it's
So
still a
a lot
deception
of
about
people
it.
felt as though,
Why you pointing at
really
me?
a lot of females, they felt like, yeah, I'm still gonna have a lot of shit to talk about it. Like, it ain't just getting, you know,
Let's say how old these
it's not,
people
it's not
was.
getting brushed
Let's
up.
have it.
No, let's say.
They was
Wait,
90s.
let us say they was in their 90s.
Oh, hell.
But that's what I'm saying.
Wait, no.
So to me, I was like, what the fuck you give a fuck at this point? Or some shit happened in 1940.
No.
Y'all 97 years
I
old?
don't care after that.
The person cheated 77 years prior, and then he. Wait, calm down. Imagine though, but that's why I said let's talk about it in modern day times.
Right.
So let's talk about it now.
Okay,
You cheated on me. I found out you cheated on me. Cause you know I'm good for leaving a motherfucker that cheated.
Decades later.
I'm good for leaving a cheater. I don't like a cheating ass nigga.
Everybody cheats.
What?
Everybody cheats.
Stop.
That's not true.
Stop.
Ain't that what Tiny said? Everybody cheats.
I don't know what the fuck Tiny ass said. All I know is what the fuck I just said. That I'm good for leaving a motherfucker that cheat. I'm good off that. I'm real good. So my point is, if I find out that you cheated 5 years ago, 7 years ago, but we're so good right now, how would I feel? That's my question. Because if we're in a good place right now, but I found out like 7 years ago, you was on some bullshit.
So how would you feel? If y'all feel
I
like
don't even know. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I put it in modern day times. Because you know I'm good to leave a motherfucker. See, that's the thing. Y'all know me. Mac, no, I'm good. I'm out. Poof, long gone. I'm out of here, right? However, if I find out now,
And it was like,
you cheated 7 years ago, something that's not affecting me right at
But
this moment.
everything is smooth now.
Everything is great right now. It's
but we need to have a discussion
Why you
about
pointing at me like
this.
that?
Is y'all couple?
Right.
No, they're married.
Yeah.
They're married.
They're still
They're
married.
married.
Because sometimes I'm single.
hard. That's
I'm
hard.
only
You
being
know what?
cheating.
I would definitely say a
What?
discussion.
Wait, come on. You said, wait, come on.
You say single for being accused of cheating?
You say you're single or what?
And being accused of cheating? Is that what you said? How? You single?
Wait, I'm sorry. This is like so sidebar.
Female is, Mac. Hey, if I mess with you,
Then you ain't single. They don't
Hey, the back.
Only one of y'all think y'all single, because clearly she don't.
No. Clearly, you're not single.
So that's miscommunication.
no, I be like, I don't.
In the seat.
Am I paying your bills? Am I doing anything? All you doing is coming over here.
Getting this dick.
And
getting this
you
dick.
going home.
That's it.
So if that's all you
But
get.
to her, she feel like y'all together then, I guess. That's
Getting this dick. It better be some good dick, nigga.
That's why this thing it's bottom dweller.
That shit better make her forget her fucking address. But listen, so she accused you of cheating, but you weren't really with her.
She wasn't the only one.
She wasn't the only one, but so you were cheating, baby.
You know that?
Clearly, she accused him of cheating.
But is that cheating if you're not really committed to nobody?
So
Right.
this is my thing.
It depends on what you be saying though.
Right.
Right. Cause like, if you tell her some shit, but then you're in your mind like, but we ain't really together. It depends on what you saying.
Correct.
Cause it's like in her mind y'all together, but then it's like, but you saying we ain't together, but in her mind,
They'll call and say, can I come over?
you're doing something to make her think y'all together.
Can I come over? Sure. And that's gonna say we together. You asked me a question. I gave you an answer. Now when you come over,
It's deeper than rap, literally.
Literally.
when you come
Not
over,
figuratively,
you coming
literally.
over, you get what you want. But
Get what you need.
because you know most women they feel as though if I go that route, he's gonna fall in love with this.
Every woman think they got the best pussy
Every
on the
woman thinks
planet.
they can change somebody. I feel like that.
I would say that.
No, they do. Every woman feel like they pussy gonna change somebody. It's
I
not.
don't look at
I was gonna say, I never thought that.
Women, a lot of women think that they sex game
but
will
I
change.
never think
I never said all. I never said all. I said a lot.
I do, and it is, and that's all that.
Oh, that's on that TT.
Every yo.
What TT said. Nikki, what TT said.
See, I didn't think that. I thought
I never thought that either.
You like everyone does, right?
I love and like just the person that I am.
I feel like that's my thing.
I don't feel like no woman think you're right. I don't feel like Thursday. I don't feel like no one walk around talking about my pussy wet. All right.
No, that's not what we saying. That's not what we saying. We never said the pussy wet. That's not what we said. Calm the fuck out, sir. We never said the pussy wet. We never thought pussy wet. We never said pussy change.
Nobody.
Hey, Matt, say it again, Matt.
No woman walk around talking about their pussy wet.
I know my name. That's not what I said. What I said was, and what me and Nikki saying is that what we saying is that we not counting on that to change a nigga. What we say is
It's
that
part of it though.
no, I feel like the way we love on a nigga is gonna change them. The way that we yeah. The way we care on a nigga. Thank you, Nikki.
That's what I thought.
Thank you, Nikki. That's my spirit animal right there.
Not about no motherfucking
Cause motherfucker, sit your ass down with me. Sit your ass down with me.
Wait, Terry got something to say. Go ahead, Terry.
I want to hear what Terry has to say.
Hey, one thing. My pussy is black said no woman in history.
Ever.
I ain't never heard of
Ever. And you ain't gonna hear it on this couch, nigga, either. Never that. Never that.
But every woman in history said this pussy will change your life. And then you don't get
A lot of women do that.
I'ma say this.
A lot of women think that.
I'm listening. I'm not talking for TT. Listen, time out. I'm not talking for TT because clearly she talks that big talk shit. But I'm talking for me and my girl Nikki right here. Big perm. Right? But like, listen.
I never thought.
We don't talk that shit. However,
Never.
ain't no nigga I ever dealt with ain't never tried to come back. Well, ain't not one. Not
What's that
one.
make you feel like?
So at the end of the day, I never talked that to her, but I walked that motherfucking walk. So I don't.
Everybody who was keeping her always bring it.
Always come back. I posted that shit on Instagram
In
the
your
other day.
mind, y'all might not verbally say it, but in your mind, y'all thinking.
And I might have thought it because when I posted that shit,
You just
I posted that shit.
in my mind, you just said.
No, in my mind, I just posted that shit that said, I got niggas from whatever years ago.
Listen.
Hey, let's still be like 2 months.
Listen.
Why, nigga?
There are men that statement. Like, well, in my mind, I might have thought it. Because you think that.
I'm gonna call Tim.
You ain't got to verbalize it. You think that. She said, well, in my mind, because that's what you think.
I didn't think that.
A man gonna call every woman in his book till he hear that word. Yes. Okay, come on.
Nah, ain't no every man. Nah, ain't no every nigga. Listen. Listen. You lucky I don't want to put it on you, nigga.
Why is that? Because you know why? She feel like she got the ill night and all that shit. She's saying it, y'all. The same thing that she said she wasn't saying, she's saying it now.
Man, let me tell you something.
Nigga just saying contradicting herself.
No. I'm just saying.
You told that nigga he lucky. He lucky how I put it on you.
No, because he talking Mac. He talking fucking crazy. He talking crazy. You know, Aaliyah back there first time. Aaliyah back there. But I'm a celibate bitch, so I ain't fucking go there.
It's a lot of
We might buy a bit.
It's a lot of bitches out here like they got killed, not their pussy might be bomb, but them bitches ain't getting wiped up. Them bitches ain't getting shit. They just getting fucked. And that's
Who?
a lot of these bitches, they be like, oh, my pussy, all this. It might be, but ain't nobody.
But we don't talk like that.
To me, I feel like a lot of us who be bragging about that shit, it don't be.
Yes.
Yeah. And you gotta sell me a fucking pitch on that show.
Yeah.
Cause now I have expectations, and you're not meeting them, and it's like.
Bro got a whole new seat right there. Love it. I hear it.
This whole drink on me.
Oh, in her hair. Oh, shit. He cut off. Got the curl. Oh, you cut off.
My hair.
Somebody else over there cut off.
Who, Willie?
They spilling drinks.
Willie, you spilling drinks?
Oh, it was. Oh, and you gonna sit there.
Willie, are you still?
Nah, well, Willie, they pointed at him.
Tell us. Nah.
Then he
She
gonna
didn't know
slide
how
his
to.
ass over here.
No, I gave her it.
And the nigga
I held it. She grabbed it wrong.
Okay, but what happened to my hair though? What happened to my hair though?
Willie. I don't want to divorce you twice in 1 week, okay? Sit there.
I ain't spilling nothing, I promise.
No, it wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
I'm fucking with him. I'm joking.
It was him.
I ain't spilled nothing
She
yet.
put you on blast.
I ain't spilled nothing
Was
yet.
it me?
It
I
wasn't
spilled
me.
the drink.
We just found out. We just found out.
The whole internet just found
We
out.
didn't know, but we just found out. What was the conclusion to that?
There was nothing. Nobody cares about cheating. They don't cheat.
Yeah, I think that was the.
Oh God, Willie got something to say.
If 7 years
Yes,
went
Uncle
by,
Willie.
let's wipe them. That's something.
Like bad credit, 7 years and all that, and wipe it off.
Because we erasing shit.
He said don't count.
Y'all can't erase bodies now after 7 years.
I just want to throw
He
me
said
through.
don't count.
It
It's a
don't count no
redo.
more. It don't count.
It's a redo.
Statutes of limitation.
Right.
They come at you before the.
Like 7 years later,
It
It's
counts.
a
and you
redo.
found out I cheated 7 years ago,
It's a redo.
and we good now. It's like shit. I was sleeping that night. I don't even really remember.
It's still a
My bad.
deception.
My
It's
bad.
I don't really remember.
That's my bad.
That's a long time. 7 years ago.
But I still want to have a discussion because I want to know within that time
But
frame.
what if I can't really recall 7 years ago or what I was thinking 7 years ago in that moment?
No, I want to say what was it? Maybe I was lacking in that time. Maybe
But we good now, so let's keep that in the rear view and let's focus on like,
Hey,
you know.
Mac, look, having a conversation
It's still
don't
a
mess up the
conversation.
future.
It is. It's gonna mess up what's going on now.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you about that. So
Okay.
today on the radio they were talking about that. So Charlamagne and Envy very publicly used to be cheaters. You know, we even know that Envy with Erica Mena and had a whole shit where he was begging his wife on the radio to take him back and things like that. And so Charlamagne, they always are bragging now about how faithful they are. Charlamagne has the date October 2016. Charlamagne says Envy says it's been so long since he's been faithful. So the topic today was Charlamagne's wife said stop saying that shit. Stop reminding me. Stop saying that you've been faithful since whatever.
Right.
It is what it is. I think it's a hurtful reminder.
It is.
So they open up the phone line. Is that bragging? Is that bragging a bad thing that you've been faithful?
Something that you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, well, yes,
Right.
but saying the a date saying whatever
Yes.
from whatever year and whatever.
It's a painful reminder.
It's gonna hurt the person who got cheated on.
Right.
It's gonna bring it back to that time.
But to them, they feel like, look, it's been this long. Look how far I've come.
So that's what
So
he
to them,
said.
it's two different point of views.
Yeah, but it should never happen.
No, it shouldn't have, but it has. So now we have to deal with it and move forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're looking at it two different ways. She's looking at it as, damn, that's the last time you heard it. But he's looking at it, damn, it's been 2013.
Correct.
And, you know what I'm saying?
Correct. But
Right. So they have two different points of view.
Temptation is always in front of your face.
right.
You know what I mean? What? That's how they said society was.
Yes.
No, it is true. Temptation
You know what I mean?
is always
Look at Eve. That's why y'all have periods now.
So at the end of the day, if a man gets tempted and can say, you know what, I bit that apple.
No, the woman bit the apple.
Oh,
Right.
That's why they have periods.
But
Okay.
if you pass
That's
it,
that
you don't keep bringing it
You
up.
gave me this woman.
Don't keep bringing it
He
up.
said you gave me this woman.
Yeah, I would keep announcing. I don't think I would keep announcing.
Yeah,
Like,
no, because that was like
my anniversary of not cheating.
because I feel like once you forgive a situation, it should have
Let it go.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Stop bringing it
Like
up.
let it go.
That I agree.
Clean
Clean
slate.
slate.
It's happened. It's a clean slate. Let's
I
not
agree.
keep bringing it up because
I-
then
exactly.
keep
I agree.
digging in that wound.
So,
Snatching off that
why the fuck is she
band.
pointing at me?
Shit, I don't know. I'm looking back at you.
That's not bad. I don't know either, nigga. Anywho, I'm the kind of person, I'm not too forgiving. Y'all know that about me. I'm not too, alright, I'm not too forgiving. But however, if I do forgive somebody for something, I won't bring it up.
Right.
But again, if I need forgiving for something, please don't bring it
Right,
up.
I feel like if you forgave them, there's no need to bring it up no more.
Exactly.
Right.
So bringing up that date is a constant reminder.
Nigga act like he's been through like 8 years of relationship. Like what the
Right.
fuck you had to forgive me for?
Because I feel like in a situation, you know, some people say that they forgive you, that y'all out of here. But then some people feel like they forgive you, but they'll keep mentioning it. And it's like, well, why are we still talking about that?
Forget, but they don't forget.
Right, but you don't really have to forget, but you don't have to keep reminding me either. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you want to still always like, okay, I don't want to make sure this person does this again. So I'm not saying forget totally what they did, but at the same time, forgive me.
Exactly.
But we don't have to talk about it anymore. We have to talk about it and we move forward. We don't have to keep talking about it anymore. Right.
Passion brings it up.
Because now when you keep bringing it up, I feel like you still hurt by it, and I don't know if you really forgave me.
And it's not. Because if it's rehashed, that means it's not really forgiven.
You didn't really heal from it, so that's why you keep bringing it up.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
You know?
It's a big problem. You have to keep talking about something I thought we moved past.
Exactly.
You're not really healed from it, and you keep reminding me about it, so you got some healing to do.
Exactly.
And you're trying to still remind me that you still hurt. That's basically what you're doing.
But he's intentional. It seems like in that case, when he keeps bringing up that date, it's like he's doing it intentionally to hurt. Because it's like
I don't think he's trying to hurt her. I think he's trying to show her how far he's come.
it's not, but underlying.
That's why I said it's taken two different ways. I said from her standpoint, it's a constant reminder to her of that's the last time you cheated. But from his standpoint, it's a look when the last time I cheated and look where we are now.
But let's not even talk about it. We like just say where we're at.
But he's proud of the fact that but I'm saying from his standpoint, he's proud of the fact that was in 2013 and now 2021. Like, man, I went all these years without, like, you know what I'm saying?
That should have been, you know,
You should have.
It wasn't with a dress, so leave.
You ever cheated on somebody?
no, I never cheated on somebody.
You are a goddamn
You ain't never
liar.
cheated.
I swear to God, I have never, when I'm in a relationship,
Oh, I'm a whole
it's me and
cheater.
them.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to be a cheater. I'm sorry.
Okay, wait a minute. Because you know how women do like to
I used to be a
categories.
cheater.
No, you ain't got to be physical to be cheating. You just be talking to a bitch.
I've never had no emotional or physical.
So you ain't never talked to another nigga outside?
No, because when I'm with you, I'm with you. I am.
I was in your DM last month.
I don't even look at my peripheral.
Yes, you was. I see your face.
My peripheral.
No, but come on. So my two people that was here last week and my three people, my brother and my cousins or whatever, they like tainted me for life. Like I used to see how they get down, and I think that's why I'm the way I am. Like Larry back in the days, Jay back in the days. Like y'all really like show me something so different.
So you on your thing like a man shit.
Like I'm on my, I'm not even think like man like get them before they get me kind of shit. But I'm not like that anymore. I'm not like that.
That's understood because I think I would probably teach my daughter the same way.
Somebody said you sure?
Yo, cause niggas fucked up.
I'm not like that no more. I'm a good girl.
Niggas be fucked up.
Why do good girls
like bad guys?
Okay, yeah, I saw that. But yeah, no, I definitely did grow up like that, and I never like. I was just like, I'm an ancient. I was an ancient nigga.
You said that. You said that last week.
Yeah, yeah, in front of everybody. Like, I was an ancient nigga. And my brother was like, "Yo, I really like." Brother hit me like we went home. And
her brother and when he was here, I let him know the story that he didn't know clearly. But she's mentioned it a few times, so I knew that played a big part of her whole thought process in relationships.
He had so many girls in my house,
and she witnessed it. And she didn't want to never be one of them girls. So she always wanted to try to play a nigga before they try to play her.
I get it because I got an older brother.
Drop a nigga.
I have an older brother too.
Drop.
And this is the thing. I grew up. My brother used to say, "Nick, get on the phone." I would be on the phone, listen to my brother tell these girls, let him and his homeboy hit. From these bitches that was in a fucking group home that was like 2 blocks down from our house.
Same thing.
And I would listen, but it wasn't about that. What got me was, after the fact, I would just hear my brother and all his friends talk so bad about this girl. And I used to be like, and I felt so bad because she had no clue. You understand?
Mm.
But I felt so bad. I started ratting on my brother. I was telling these hoes. I was like, I was telling these hoes in the background. But you know what? Let me tell you how stupid they was. Even though I'm his little sister.
And that's why I said mind your business. Because they gonna feel like what they like, and then they gonna probably tell that you done said that.
They didn't say shit, but I was talking like, yo, I said,
they gonna do it regardless.
I said, like, you might not talk, my brother ain't shit. They be like, but he's so, I'm like, alright, bitch.
When somebody into somebody,
I mean, as I got older, I learned that. But as a young, when I sit here and talk about it, I would be like, I don't never want to be that girl. Like, I never want to be that girl.
And that's how she was.
And so it terrifying hard.
What she talking about?
That's a movie.
Yes, it was. When the sister tried to be a player, when the sister was telling her to be a player, caught up out there.
Well, I ain't know nothing about no movie. My shit was real life. I was fucking 8, 9 years old telling on these. I was 8, 9 years old telling on these motherfuckers. I was telling on his ass, and these bitches were still like.
No, but I was like that. Yeah, they were like that with me. Yeah, I'm like, you getting up there?
You was telling too?
Huh?
You was telling too?
No, I wasn't telling. I used to get off the bus, and they be like, "Do you know that boy Todd?" And I'm like, "That's my brother." And they be like, "That's your brother?"
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah. So it was like crazy because we got off at a different. So I stopped. So we are from Nikki. A lot of people talk about like American Farmers. We were like the next stop of American Farmers between Farmers and Springfield Boulevard. It was called Belknap. It was like a little street, and we on that little block, right? And even the guy asleep that was here that day, he was like, when he was talking to me in the club, he's like, I used to watch you when you used to get off of Belknap. I was like, nigga, how you know my spot?
Right.
20 years later, you a fucking killer?
No,
But you grew up in areas, you gonna know the streets like.
Yeah, he not from over my mom.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's not from by me.
Oh, I thought y'all was from.
You don't have them 20-year
weirdos
that was telling you exactly
Queen came from by me.
I know you don't have them 20-year weirdos that told you exactly what the fuck you woke when you got off the bus. Told
me.
I had
you from Queens?
Yeah, from Queens.
I still have weirdos in my
He's not from by my area.
Oh.
He told me the shit over there. That's what he's telling me.
You Sister Ella's little girl, huh? You
No.
He was telling me that. I don't think he was crazy though. He came out with us.
He's our age.
Yeah, no, he's not. But I don't think he was crazy.
He's our age, right?
Yeah, he's our age.
I said,
No, he's not our age. He's like a couple years younger. He's like 3 years younger.
Oh, he's younger.
Yeah, he's younger. And he was like, I used to watch you get up this thing. He said, I remember you used to always wear Donna King. He said, I used to always use my DKNY princess.
DKNY, oh my, I'm Jiggy.
I did all day, every day. That was like my pride and joy. I was on next year in high school.
I was Perry Ellis.
Yeah.
My shit was Perry Ellis.
Cream leather jacket.
Bitch, I still got
cream leather jacket.
still in the inbox like I had a crush on you.
Third time I heard about this cream.
I know. I told him this one time. They gonna keep saying that.
I was wondering the connection between that too. Like,
No. I told him. I said, yo. But that boy that was here that week, he know about that shit too. Because it was just a thing. Like nobody else had could rock that. Like it was just 1 year actually, though. But they was like, yo, come with the cream leather. Yeah, that was me. But it was just like weird, because that's what all these little boys were saying. And that's how I got caught cheating actually one time too.
well.
Never cheated.
No, I said now.
She never
like
said she
now,
never
she,
cheated.
I never said that.
Said she stopped.
No, she was with Mikey. Mike was like, they was like, yo, this boy Javon called him. I was like, yeah, I thought you talked to this girl named Kamika from Hillcrest. He's like, I do. He's like, yeah, she got a cream leather jacket. Like, this piece of shit ass nigga. But shout out to Javon. Me and him still cool. I don't fuck with the other niggas. But anyway, me and him still cool. It is what it is. But yo, thanks y'all for coming out. Good thing
Thank you very
this.
much.
Shout out to DJ L Blaze. I love him always. Even when we fighting, I love him. Shout out to Vontae, aka Legendary Vision. We love him.
I'll be back.
And he gonna be back. That's right.
And you already know your girls is always going.
Yeah. It's real light today, actually, too. And y'all, it's light today, and y'all were live today, which is really great. Because y'all were just as live as when we have like twice as many people here. Right. So I appreciate y'all. Well, we appreciate y'all. Yeah. And we thank y'all. We hope you guys come back another day. Oh, next week I'm not going to be here. I'm sorry, guys. My daughter's graduating.
Yeah. That's right. All the papers I have to write.
What's her date? When she graduate?
It's Friday, next Friday.
Mine's on June the 3rd.
No, we coming home for the party, June 5th.
On the 5th, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, we're doing the party. We're going to her house for the party.
Hello, I'm doing the podcast.
Who that?
It's Herb.
What? Herb. I'm sick of you, nigga.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. Who that is? Who that is?
Like...
That's my baby daddy. What's up, Herb?
We're finishing the podcast, sir.
Shout out to the podcast.
Thank you.
Mac Meeka Live, that's what's up. Let's clear it up.
Blaze, you can drop that shit. I'll meet you back.